NFL season, we got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That goes for a gain of 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cousins. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left.
Listen to me.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Good route here.
Cousins to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this off to Swift. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left, it's Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing is Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Second down, Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. He's across midfield. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now the third-year man. Here's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. This time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
73.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Penny up the middle. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. For the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, we're good. What's up?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. On the return is Ward. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Hey, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game.
He's got a man complete. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Apiece as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Elliott running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Cousins now to throw on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down at 7. Now Cousins pushes past him. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On play action, Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to see. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Elliott running left. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Play action now, Cousins. Goodwin able to haul it in. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin. as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
17. Eagles 10. Bobby Gold set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Grant on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Cousins now from the 50. And this is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Striker, 3-3. Shot, 17.
Now it's the backup Mariota. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope it didn't come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Returnable for Grant. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Eagles 10. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. This to Arnold on the short pass. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
1st down.
Hey, 73, 73.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 47 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And quickly they get to the line.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Elliott. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Cousins here going to change the play. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Vikings.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott, and he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A give to Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, Clipper!
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Man open, it's Goodwin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Dean Lowry, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a 1st down and 1 less down to try and get it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse, Elliott. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eagles 24. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hurts. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Hey, easy, 63.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
74 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a 1st down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Once again, it's Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer, a chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go, first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this